Greetings, everyone. Core here, and as you can see, it's a different angle for my videos this time. Um, I just thought because I actually put some new stuff up on my desk, and it's kind of blocking my webcam from where it was previously. So until I figure out some way to get around it, I'm gonna try to change it up every now and then for my videos. And this time I want to show off one of my comic walls because this is actually the side where my desk is facing, so I get to see it all the time. But unfortunately, you guys don't get to see it. I have shown it off in my, uh, my man cave tour, uh, but just that's just a heads up on you're going to see some things that are different than my standard, angles. I hope I don't look too, you know, I hope it not too unflattering for me on this angle. But let's get down to it. So this is the start of my summer midnight reviews, and my first one I went to go see this night is Furious 7, which is the Fast and Furious #7. And if you've seen any, especially if you've seen any of the last two, um, Fast 5 or Fast Furious, which is the sixth one, you know what you're expecting. And this one is, what the saying with sequels is, it should always be bigger and better. And this is definitely bigger. Story wise, it is better because there's actually more story wise. They bring out Michelle Rodriguez's character Letty. She kind of was going through this kind of like post traumatic syndrome kind of thing where she lost her memory and then she came back from in six and stuff like that. The other thing is Paul Walker, trying to be normal but not quite. And then there's also another issue with Jason Statham's character going after Dom for revenge, for his brother, I believe. Yeah, brother, family person. But yeah, so it's the basics, but it's pretty interesting because they go to a lot of different locations. It's just not like in one location where like the previous ones were, or two locations like the previous ones were. There's a lot of all the stunts are huge. I mean, like huge, literally. You've seen the trailers with the Dubai, the towers where they're jumping between them. That's amazing. uh, there's a few other ones too as well, which the plane jump. Um, there's a race like down and up and around like this mountainside, which is pretty badass. I actually love that one the best. So out of all of them, the final fight scenes was just crazy. I mean, they have an attack helicopter in a car chase while Dom, Vin Diesel's character is, having a fist fight. Um, I try not to spoil too much, but it's, it's the climax. It's nothing too crazy. I mean, it's crazy, but it's just like, wow, it fits it though. It almost feels, and then there's the second story with Kurt Russell makes an appearance, which he actually has some brass scenes, and he actually looks pretty good. I kind of like his character a little bit in this one. It's kind of like I keep thinking of him as like Nick Fury from like Shield, mostly because yeah, I like comics. Um, so he has a pretty badass scene, and it kind of ends pretty short, but it's still a cool scene. The crowd kind of loved it, um, mostly because the glasses he had were pretty badass. What else? Yeah, I mean Paul Walker's scenes, you could tell they kind of got cut a lot because I feel like there was a lot more story there, but they kind of minimized it. Unfortunately, because of what happened to Paul Walker, it sucks. But I mean, it happens. But it's his scenes are still pretty cool. Um, who else? Tyrese, Ludacris, they're in there a little bit. They say their little line. You know, they're there. I was kind of sad because the Rock, Dwayne Johnson, doesn't have quite as big a role in this one as like the previous ones. He's kind of sidelined pretty early on, and then he comes back at the end. And one of the best scenes, which you've seen, of course, him with the Gatling gun. Which that's just awesome. I believe he used a Gatling gun in GI Joe #2, which that's just badass. Just I just love a Gatling gun. It's just fucking awesome. Uh, what else? The pacing was pretty nice because they have the setup with the story, and then that would go for like 10, 15 minutes, and then car race, action scene, fight scene, explosions. it's pretty decent pace. I mean, they slow it down not too long. When they slow it down, where you start getting bored before the next action scene comes about. So that is nice, and it's just crazy because everyone gets their time to shine. Everyone gets their little thing, and the cars are awesome. I just love all the muscle cars, especially Dom's cars, which are just freaking awesome. I just love those things. Uh, they're back in LA for a bit. They actually go back to Race Wars, which is cool. What else? Music, of course. It's Fast and Furious music. I don't think. I mean, it's a good movie though. It's definitely good. So far, it's getting really good reviews. Um, Definitely go see it if you like any of those Fast and Furious, especially the last two. If you liked any of those two, definitely go see this one because it's definitely going to be worth your money. The crowd loved it. Everyone was laughing during the jokes and everything. So I had a good crowd on this one, and I went to go see it with a couple friends, and they seemed to like it too. Uh, Normally, they kind of fall asleep sometimes for these midnight reviews, but they stayed awake for sure on this one. Uh, what else? What else? What else? Yeah, there's not much else. I mean, it's they kind of Fast and Furious has their formula down. It's crazy. It's almost kind of like how the Pierce Brosnan James Bonds kind of started getting towards the end. His first ones were kind of serious, but then at the end it just got exaggerated. Like the was it Day After no Tomorrow Never Dies. I think it really started getting weird and kind of you know just crazy, and that's how this one definitely is. But it works. It works. It's almost like a video game come to life. That's how I like to think about it. But yeah, definitely go see it if you like action. You want just mindless fun with a little stories there here and there. Especially if you've already seen the Fast and Furious, it's good to see where this franchise is going. Um, Besides that, yeah. So tomorrow I'm actually going to WonderCon. I'm hoping to do some videos. I'm gonna try to go to their cosplay thing on Saturday night. Hopefully, I can splice something together. I'm actually gonna start doing editing again because these videos are straight cut, nothing, no re-edits or nothing like that. So my little adventure to WonderCon will probably be um, not after each day. They're probably gonna come out a few days later, just so I could splice in some pictures and videos and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys will find that interesting. But if not, until next time, which holy crap, totally forgot what my next video is. Until next time, I'm pretty sure it's like a week, 2 weeks out is the next video. But until next time, for the third time, later.